What's up, Tricology family, and welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. And today, you already know, we got some news and rumors for you guys. But before we get into that, let's get into some news and what's coming to theme parks. Since we did not cover that in the first episode, so I wanted to get my notes with that together. So without further ado, let's get started with that one. Now, we haven't heard anything of what's coming to Universal yet, because normally when they put any new stuff in Universal, they only put like one new attraction coming up, or like once a year. Like they go with one at Universal Studios Florida, and then one from Islands of Adventure. So if we got any news on what's coming up for that one, I'll keep you guys updated on that. But we had to say goodbye to a certain lovable attraction, and that's Shrek 4D. So this is from the news from for WDW News today. Is that Shrek 4D has officially closed at Universal Studios Florida, and is now surrounded by Minions themed construction walls. No official announcement has been made about what will be replacing Shrek 4D, but it doesn't mean seems there'll be a Minions inspired theme attraction. Rumor point that an interactive experience based on a VillainCon, a fictional Orlando-based convention featured in the first Minions film. According to Orlando's Park Stop, an earlier rumor indicate that Universal's creative was exploring the concept of a trackless ride, much like as Universal's newer attractions such as Kong Skull Island Reign of Kong. It was also expected as a walkthrough. Current rumors point to some things in between two concepts. Guests would try different items of the conventional floor, with moving walkways transporting them to one shooting gallery next to similar to Men in Black Alien Attack, but without the ride vehicle. This new attraction will leave a theater space available for a Halloween Horror Nights house, as it has been used for a house maze for the event since the ninth house was added in the lineup of 2015. But for right now, this is just a rumor, and plans may change. And if Universal proceeds with this design, it probably won't open up to 2023 the earliest. So that's the latest news and rumors that I got from Universal. So let's get into some Disney news of what's coming to Disney World. So the first one up is we're getting a new hotel, and that's the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. Will be right close to Hollywood Studios, and that will be opening up on March 1st to 2022. So this ain't gonna be any like other Disney hotel, because you will be doing a lot of lightsaber stuff like you do at Galaxy's Edge. You get to do that. You get to sleep in one of the cabins like you sleeping in a Star Cruise ship. So that the way they design the cabins and the rooms, that's very designing. And like we touched before on my previous episode, there's gonna be a lot of activities for you guys for all the guests to do while they're staying at the Galactic Star Cruiser. So that's gonna be pretty fun to look at. And then next one is there's a famous nighttime show that's gonna be returning, and that's the Fantastic nighttime show that's going to be returning in spring of 2022. We haven't got a official date in spring where it's going to be coming. So if there's any news or update on that, I'll keep you guys informed for that one. And then Epcot is finally going to get a roller coaster. That's right. So as we touched on before, that none of the Avengers type characters can't have a presence in Walt Disney World, because Universal owns that right to have a presence in as far as like the Avengers characters. The only Disney can have that sort of presence with the Avengers characters, and that's in the Disneyland, California, and other Disney parks besides Walt Disney World. But they do not have Universal do not have Guardians of the Galaxy and Doctor Strange and any other character that's not featured in Universal Studios. And speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, when I mentioned roller coaster, we are finally getting a Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Ride Rewind roller coaster. As you guys already know, back in Disneyland, Guardians of the Galaxy took over the Tower of Terror at Disneyland, and that ride is based on the first movie. Now this one here, the Cosmic Ride here at Epcot, this is going to be based off of the second movie. So that's going to be very interesting to look at. So like I mentioned before, this is going to be their very first roller coaster, and it's set to open in summer of 2022. Again, there is no official day announced yet, so we'll just have to wait and see in the coming months of when they're going to release the official release date in the summer. So until we get an official release date, I'll keep you guys informed on that as well. So, and then last but not least, as far as the ride, is the Tron Life Cycle Coaster, which is coming to Magic Kingdom. Now, we don't have an official date or what time frame is going to be open, but if I had to take a guess, it's probably going to be released either in late 2022 or early 2023. So, if I hear any news or update on that, again, I'll keep you informed on that. And then last but not least, then we got to talk about D23 Expo. So, we have an official date when that's going to be happening. So, it will be happening in Anaheim, California at the Anaheim Convention Center. And it will run from September 9th through September 11th. So, again, that is September 9th, 10th, and 11th of 2022. So, keep those dates in mind if you guys are planning to go to the D23 Expo to get a first look of what's coming soon to Disney parks, what's coming in entertainment and movies on there. So if you want to get any news and announcements from there, so you guys keep informed on that one. So, and that's all for the theme park news as far as concerned. So let's get into some more news and announcements. So the first one up is that that the CW channel may be put up for sale by Warner Brothers and Viacom CBS. So this is what the Hollywood Reporter reported. The broadcast network, home to shows like The Batwoman and Walker, has been shopped by its corporate owners Viacom CBS and Warner Media. Multiple sources confirmed to the Hollywood Reporter. The Wall Street Journal, which first reported this news, says the local TV giant Netstar is among the potential suitors. Netstar, which owns 199 local TV stations, as well as the cable channel News Nation and The Hill, is one of the largest owners of the CW stations. It isn't immediately clear whether the Viacom CBS or Warner Brothers Media plan to sell the entire network or retain minority stakes. So, if I had to take a guess here, all the DC shows that's on is on the CW. If CW is planning to put up for sale, I say all the DC shows should go to HBO Max. So, and all the other shows, I don't know where they're gonna land. But if it was my opinion, if they're going to put up for sale, I think all the DC shows should go to HBO Max and stream on there. So that's my opinion there. And they want to do another season, they should go to HBO Max as well. But that's my opinion. I don't know where the other shows are going to be. If they are produced by Warner Brothers or Viacom CBS, they can either go to HBO Max or Paramount Plus. So but that's my opinion on that, whatever that goes. So on to some next news is that Netflix's Don't Look Up set an all-time viewing record on Netflix. So this is what Deadline has reported. Adam NK's claim change certainty Don't Look Up is officially a record breaker, with the title extracting the most viewing hours for a movie in a single week in Netflix history. The pick 152.29 million hours watched globally in the week of December 27th through January 2nd is a new high watermark the streamer has confirmed to Deadline. Figures released by Netflix show that Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence star is already the third most watched film in its first 28 days all time, behind only Bird Box and Red Notice. So this is I know I already knew from the start Don't Look Up was going to be a massive hit. So it's a big, huge congratulations on that. And Eric got some few nominations as well from the Golden Globes, which we'll get that to in a moment of who won. But that's a huge congratulations to them. So, and now on to some next news is that Disney announced that Pixar's Turning Red will no longer debut in theaters on March 11th. Instead, they will go straight to Disney Plus. This is the third Pixar film to skip a theatrical release entirely after Soul in December 2020 and Luca in June 2021. At the time when theaters are reopening and big movies were premiering, while Disney's animated films like Raya and The Last Dragon and Encanto both received theatrical releases, but what does this mean for the future of Pixar? So, when I looked at dive deep into this news, I heard a lot of dead Pixar executives are really extremely upset with this news. Not understand for what Bob Chapek said, like they trying to get more content on Disney Plus. I understand that, and there's other reason that this Omicron is taking over. It's maybe some kids or families are not comfortable going back to the theater, so this is a good way for them to watch the film at home. And so I can understand that per se, but let's not ignore the fact that Turning Red is not the only Pixar film that's coming out this year. Is that also we are also getting Lightyear as well. So I highly doubt Disney would not put this put that movie on Disney Plus, because it is based off Toy Story. It's the famous character Buzz Lightyear. So I highly doubt they're not gonna put that on Disney Plus, because anything that relates to Toy Story, that's gonna go straight to theaters. So they're not gonna. I highly doubt they're not gonna do that. But for Turning Red, I don't know why. So, I mean, if you look at it, Soul and Luca, there was a hit, and I feel like those movies could have done well in theaters in the box office. But like I said, Bob Chapek just said they're gonna need more content on Disney Plus. So again, it will be streaming exclusively on Disney Plus on March 11th. So if you guys are happy on that, so get your family together, get your popcorn together. If you're gonna be at home or watching it in the movie, or watch the movie on Friday, March 11th. So that'll be good luck for that. So okay, so on to some next news is that, well, fortunately, this is gonna be some sad news. So we had to say goodbye to our first Black Oscar winner, Sidney Poitier, and the famous Full House actor Bob Chapek as well. So we had to say goodbye to those guys. It was so sad that they had passed. Unfortunately, Sidney passed in I think in the first week of January, and then a couple weeks later, Bob Chapek passed away after that. So rest in peace to those guys. Hope you're living in paradise up there. So you guys are extremely missed, guys. So it's just so sad that and you know they going to have a stream announcement in the upcoming Oscars when they do the the announcement of who passed and other stuff. They give a special announcement. So it's sorry, I get emotional, but okay. Let's move on to some more news. So and speaking of the Oscars, they are finally going to get it. They finally going to get it host after 3 years. So this is what the Hollywood Reporter has announced. The 94th the 94th Academy Awards is scheduled to air on ABC on March the 27th. Will be the first since the 90th in 2018 to have a host. You heard it here, folks. Craig Richard, the president of Hulu Originals at ABC Entertainment, said during the ABC's portion of the Television Critical Association Viral Press Tour on Tuesday, during a recent interview with the Hollywood Reporter, Tom Holland, the star of Spider-Man No Way Home, the biggest blockbuster of the pandemic, expressed an interest in hosting the Oscars, and the Hollywood Reporter has learned that the Academy did reach out to him and explore that possibility. Now, Tom Holland wasn't the only one that expressed the host the Oscars as well. So there was another rumor that hold up if I can find this my thing real quick. Hold up one sec. There was another dude that was potential. Yeah, Peter Davis. He was another attention to host the Oscar as well. So I think between January and February, or maybe till March, I hope we say we'll probably get an announcement of who is officially gonna host the Oscars. But until then, those two, Peter Davison and Tom Holland, are the two contenders to host the Oscars. But we'll keep you guys informed on who is officially going to host the Oscars this year. And while the Oscars in March, let's talk about the Golden Globes, shall we? So the Golden Globes was this past weekend, and unfortunately, this year's Golden Globes was not televised this year. This was held in a private event. So, like I mentioned, if I didn't mention this before on my social media posts, is that you have to keep an update with any social media platform that you have, to keep an update on who are the winners of each categories. But I'm gonna go through some of the big ones that have won. And first, let me say the winner of the Best Picture Drama was the Netflix's The Power of the Dog, and that won Best Picture Drama. And then the new reincarnation of The West Side Story won Best Picture in a musical in comedy. So that was a big announcement. And so let me move forward to other than that. So let me skip that one. So and in Kento won best animated film. So that was not surprising. And Drive My Car won Best Picture in a non-English language, formerly known as the forest language. And so let's move to, and Sensation won Best Drama Series, and then Hacks won Best Musical and Comedy Series, and The Underground Railroad won Best Television Television Motion Picture for limited series. And let's see if there was any other big ones. Yeah, those are all the big awards that that was won. And If you want to look at the uh, uh, other categories that I won, just go to the goldenglobes.com or look up online and see who else won from there. And moving on from the Golden Globes, let's get into some announcements and some rumors here. So first off, is that the Ray is officially getting a reboot from Netflix. General Evans team up with Michael Bay and Patrick Higgins to reboot the action franchise. Garrett Evans, The Ray, is widely considered an action movie classic. And Deadline is now reporting that the Netflix is set to re-image the franchise with some big names attached behind the scenes. Evans will return to executive produce a fresh take that is attached to Patrick Higgins' The Expendables 3, The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard to direct, and Michael Bay to produce. Yes, that Michael Bay. It's a odd fit, but Bay will only produce as Hughes is co-writing the script with James Bedford. Attempts to reboot the Ray have been ongoing for years, and a third installment of the original series has basically never came to fruition, and probably won't now that the reboot is moving forward. According to the trade, this version of the Ray is going to be set in Philadelphia's drug transfer, the Babylons, where the elite undercover DNA task force climbs the ladder of the cardinal informants to catch an eventual kingpin. So this is going to be very exciting. Even though I love the original, but I'm kind of stoked though what the reboot is going to be like. So, well, with that out of the way, let's get some more news. Is that the Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever production has resumed this month after a hiatus, and Letitia Wright returns. She returns on set after a 5-month recovery, so that is good news to hear. But I still think that we still need to find a replace actor for T'Challa. But I trust Disney. I trust Marvel, what they're doing. I just hope that it'll be a good story and a good movie from there. But so The Boys season 3 has finally got a premiere day, which is June 3rd. The first 3 episodes of The Boys season 3 will premiere worldwide on Prime Video on June 3rd, 2022. The remaining 5 episodes will air then every Friday through July 8th. So that is the good news for all the Boys fans out there. I can't wait for that. So and another thing I can't wait for is that Denzel Washington is returning for the Equalizer 3. That's right. So Denzel Washington recently took on the title role of the Scottish King in Joe Casey's Tragedy of Macbeth. But it seems that his next project will have a lot more beating up people. Speaking to character, Washington revealed that he could be working on the Equalizer 3 earlier of this year. When asked about his 2022 plans, following his turn as Macbeth, Washington wasn't shy to announce that the Equalizer 3 is in development. They have written the third Equalizer, so I'm scheduled to do that, says Washington. So I got it into shape and starting people up again. I get to be up with people up again. He jokingly add the tragedy of Macbeth, and then going out to beat people. Some more people up can't get any bigger, right? According to the calendar, director Anthony Fuqua is in talks the third Equalizer installment. Currently, Pfizer is working on an Apple TV movie called Essential starring Will Smith, but it seems that if the Equalizer 3 will be next movie that he directs. So if I hear any more announcement regarding to Equalizer 3, I'll keep you guys informed on that one. So, and back to Disney and with some Star Wars news, is that Star Wars bought Kenta Crichton is getting a Disney Plus series starring Kate Summer. The Mandalorian and Clone Wars star Kate Summer is reporting getting her own Disney Plus show centered around her character, Bo Katan. It looks as if the Mandalorian character could be getting a spin-off series on Disney Plus. According to that hashtag show, the series centered around Bo's character is in the works. The show will star Kato Sweda, who will voice the character on the Clone Wars and Rebellion before surprising her role, which jumped into the live action for season 2 of The Mandalorian. No story details as revealed, but the alleged series will take place after The Mandalorian's upcoming third series. So, and if I didn't mention you guys before, the Mandalorian season 3 production is on pause right now, but hopefully they get back to work soon, and hopefully they'll release on the December of this year. So we'll keep you guys informed of that, of what's going on with the Mandalorian, and also with this new Disney Plus series that's going to happen soon. And then so that's all the news and rumors out of the way. So let's get into some movie review, shall we? And that is Scream 5. That's right, Scream 5. Y'all didn't think they was gonna make another one, but they did. So now this new Scream was directed by Matt Operlin and Ty Gilligan. So this is the first Scream not to be directed by Wes Craven, who died back in back in 2015. But they did dedicate to Wes Craven at the beginning of the closing credits, so that was good to see. So the film does see the return of Nat Campbell, David Arquette, and Courtney Cox, with newcomers such as Melissa Blanchett, Jenny Arbor, and other characters. But Roger L. Jackson reprised his role being the voice of Ghostface, so that was good to see. Also, Mary Shelley has returned as well, and then plenty other characters from the previous Scream films had a cameo in as well. So that was good to see. So in this new film, a new killer has donned as a Ghostface mask and beginning to target a group of teenagers to reconstruct a serious secrets from the town's deadliest past. So this is very interesting to see. So when I think about this movie, like, I like the kills. So this was definitely great. So at times when I watch this movie, I know what's coming. I definitely knew what was coming. So there was definitely not a scene I did not expect to see coming. So that was my the train of thought on there. So, and I knew there was going to be two killers on there, but I'm not going to tell you who they are because I'm not going to spoil it too much. But I will say that at the beginning of the film, like in every Scream film, you always see like someone getting killed at the very beginning of the scene, every scene. But this one is very different. I'm not going to tell you what happened. So yeah, but it is what it is there. But I feel like this is gonna be the very last one, just because of how the movie just how the movie turned out. Like, again, I'm not gonna tell you what happened, but I feel like this is the very last Scream movie you're probably ever gonna see. So but they did but there are rumors that Ned Campbell and the film director has expressed their interest on making the feature film of the series, but I feel like this should be the last. This should be the last one. But if they're interested in making more, but we'll have to see how that's gonna go. And overall, I give this movie a B minus. So it was great, but there were some things that weren't that great, but it was still a great flick. But the only Scream movie I didn't like of the series is Scream 3. That's the only one I didn't like. Everything else was good. So that's my dollar opinion on the new Scream, and that's all that I have for you guys today. So let me know what your thoughts and opinions on all the topics I discussed today, and share your thoughts below in the comment section if you're watching on YouTube. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the new notification bell when new episodes are uploaded. And also, if you're listening on Anchor, Google Podcasts, and Spotify, and don't forget to go into the YouTube link in the description below and post your comments there as well. So, without further than that, this is Trico, and I'm signing off. Peace.